Welcome, JCSU fans, to the Golden Bull Sports Review. I'm Aurelia Washington, Sports Information Director here at Johnson C. Smith University. Before we go to football, let's check out last week's JCSU Golden Bulls volleyball team. They were in action against Shaw University. Unfortunately, the volleyball team lost 3-0 to Shaw, 25-10, 25-8, and 25-12. JCSU returns home to Brayboy Gymnasium to host Claff University on Monday, September 29th at 6 p.m., and then will compete in the CIAA Roundup hosted by Fayetteville State October 4th and 5th. This week, the cross-country teams are back in action as they will participate in the Greensboro College Invitational hosted by Greensboro College. Let's take a look at this week's CIAA football standings. In first place, Livingstone College is 2-0 after defeating Lincoln University 31-7. Virginia Union is 1-0 as the Panthers defeated Shaw 59-7. Fayetteville State is the other 2-0 team who defeated Virginia State 34-14. In the middle of the pack is our very own Johnson C. Smith, who is 1-1 after a crushing win over Bluefield State 69-13. Winston-Salem State won against Bowie State. And rounding out the standings is Shaw, who is 1-1. Virginia State, Bluefield State, Bowie State, Elizabeth City State all have 0-1 records. Lincoln University is in last place with an 0-2 conference record. What a time we had on Saturday as the Golden Bulls made some record-breaking performances as they defeated Bluefield State 69-13. It was a great homecoming and the rain held off. I recently interviewed Coach Flowers to talk about the record-breaking performance.
Discover your future at Johnson C. Smith University. Join us for the 1867 Golden Bull Roundup Fall Open House on Saturday, October 25th from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. Experience our vibrant culture, rich HBCU heritage, and the perfect academic home for you. Your future shines here. Register today at jcsu.edu.
When I came to JCSU, I found more than just a school. I found a community, a family, and I discovered that together we can win.
Every day we show up and leave it all on the field.
Our legacy was built by those who believe in something bigger than themselves.
Every step forward is a win for us.
It's a new energy, new momentum. It's a new era of excellence on campus.
We are better together.
Welcome back. I'm Aurelia Washington, Sports Information Director here at Johnson C. Smith University. Here with me is head coach Maurice Flowers. Coach Flowers, thank you for joining me.
Thank you very much for having me, and good to come off a win for homecoming.
Now, Coach, I know you're really excited, with the weather and everything. Kind of talk about how you prepared the young men.
Well, it didn't rain the way that it was projected all through the week, so we were expecting to get a couple of rain practices in. It didn't happen, and then we tried to let our men know, hey, be ready for rain on Saturday, and it held off. And so it was a beautiful day, and Golden Bulls had a big win for homecoming. Hope the alumni are proud.
Now, Coach, that is a big win, scoring 69 points. That's the second most points the team has, scored throughout Johnson C. Smith history.
Wow, that is major. We were just so happy. We didn't set out to set any records. We didn't talk about that during the week, but what our focus was, let's play to the standard that we have and play at a high level. We know that we didn't play to our standard 2 weeks ago at Virginia Union, so our focus all week was to let's set the tone and let's play our brand of football. That was the focus, and looks like we did it.
Now, Coach, a couple of records I just want to throw out there. Isaiah Perry ties the school record for the kickoff return, 100 yards.
Yes.
And then Lucas Smolin, he was 9 of 9. That's the most PATs in a game.
Yes. Wow. Again, just so many things. I'm so happy for Isaiah Perry. His nickname is Zip, little fast guy. Zip, he's been working so hard in practice, and it's great to see the young men that the work that they put in practice, that they get the chance on game day to see the fruits of their labor. So proud of him. Lucas, just outstanding. The two kickers that we have, the way they work together on punting, the way they work together on extra points and field goals, with holding and the timing. Glad to see them have their names in the record books now at JCSU.
Yes. Now, Coach, I know you brought in the second stringers and the third
Yes.
stringers. That gives them an opportunity to play.
Yes.
Now, this is something that I know you want to look forward to, especially when we go against Virginia State coming
Yes.
up this weekend.
Well, it was good to get everyone some reps. That's the first thing. But I tell you, the fourth quarter, we slowed it down. We had a lot of our 2s and 3s in the fourth quarter. So you really look at the bulk of the scoring was done in quarters 1 through 3.
Mm-hmm.
And just glad that we came out, get a fast start with our guys. And that's always a focus for us, is to start fast. And we did that. And just so glad it was just a matter of just execution. We wanted to execute the way that we hadn't all season. And our young men, they were challenged all through the week. How would we respond after a loss? And very pleased with the focus that we had. Very pleased with not just the starters, but with the 2s and the 3s that played. Because when we go to Virginia State this weekend, we're going to need all hands on deck and ready to execute at a high level.
Now, speaking of Virginia State, they lost to Fayetteville State.
Yes.
And I know they want to come back hungry now. We are on the road for the next couple of weeks, but going
Yes.
against Virginia State, kind of talk about that.
Well, it really gives you a sense of deja vu with the same situation that we played in 2 weeks ago. Virginia Union and Virginia State, here are the similarities, is that we beat both teams last year at our place. Both teams are now coming off of a loss. Both teams want some get back against JCSU. Both teams hadn't played a home game. It was their home opener. So Virginia Union, it was their home opener. We're going to Virginia State. It's going to be their home opener. Their first game was at Barton. Then they played at Norfolk State. Then they played at Winston. And then they played at Fayetteville State. They're coming home for the first time all season. They're going to have a big crowd. It's going to be a hostile environment. And so what we do know is that we didn't handle the hostile environment 2 weeks ago. We're looking for how much growth have we made in 2 weeks against a very good Virginia State football team.
All right, Coach, I'm excited about this game coming up and everything else. So, Coach, let's get back out there for practice.
Sounds good. Go Golden Bulls.